principles and he respects him for his principles, but he just can't believe that he's going to die for his principles.
Right, because I
so-
think the Duke of Norfolk is more of a pragmatist, and I
Sure.
think that,
Right.
you know, I mean, like, what is it, a year later, he condemns his own niece to death, the Duke of Norfolk does.
Okay.
So, I mean, that tells you right there that the Duke of Norfolk is gonna go with who he feels like he's the safest, with the one in power.
It makes sense. I mean, so,
Yeah, well, and I think it was the times, because in one of those lines that Thomas More says, when he's speaking to the Duke about his loyalties, and the Duke says, I'm your friend, and he says, no, I'm showing you what times we're living in. And so I
Right.
think that,
Well, and I think the things that he admires his friend for is what's so painful right now because he knows he's going to die for them.
exactly, and what he admires him for also frustrates the heck out of him. Because I think that there are scenes where he would just like to grab him and shake him and say, look, you don't have to go through this.
yeah, I didn't find him as adult as I
Oh,
did.
no,
Because
not at
it was
all.
written, the reference materials say that he's not a man known for his intelligence,
use the
and I
same
think he's
language.
just understated.
Yeah.
And I think when he makes that comment about, oh, I'm not a learned man, more of a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. Oh, well, I'm not a learned man,
Right.
you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, how much of that, you know, I know I trust you, you know, and I don't think of you that way, you know. It's a question of like, why do you, you know, this is something I'm thinking of, because I would know this, that people think this about you. But when you look at who says that about you, you gotta consider the source, right? And I do, you know,
Exactly.
because Cromwell's